You either get out of the way or you try to help as best as you can, oftentimes from behind the scenes, and continue doing propaganda.
Let's talk business. Are you coming to Saudi Arabia with me?
Absolutely not.
Is it actually that bad? Like, if I...
Yes,
like,
continue doing propaganda. Saudi Arabia is what America wishes it was if Republicans had like full control. Continue doing propaganda. America is part of the reason why Saudi Arabia is as reactionary as it is. I got the shirt from Ethan Klein, Teddy Fresh. It's his brand. So Saudi Arabia is basically like America in like the next 20 years. Continue doing propaganda. He's just like gross and unlikable.
Do you know where all your states are?
I think so, yeah. Arkansas. Louisiana.
Do you know where all your states are?
I think so, yeah. Continue doing propaganda.
Bro, you clicked on Tennessee already. You're a garbage, dude. You're a fraud. You're a fraud.
Continue doing propaganda.
Dude, I'll be real with you.
Listen, brother, the only time
slavery in Saudi Arabia is...
I would not do it. They still do slavery as well, but so does America, if we're being fair. America does a lot of the Saudi Arabia does too, but what?
We should just go to Canada.
What do you mean? What?
If America's just as bad, Saudi Arabia's bad, then we should just go to Canada.
Wait till they find out what, the similar crimes that Canada has also engaged in. How many Supreme Court justices are there?
8?
No! Arkansas. Continue doing propaganda.
You're a fraud.
The country that we live in is brutal. Probably the most brutal.
If America's just as bad, Saudi Arabia's bad, then we should just go to Canada.
What do you mean? What? The country that we live in is brutal. Probably the most brutal.
We should just go to Canada.
What do you mean? What? Continue doing propaganda. I am anti-reading. Dude, this can't be real. I feel like he made this for me. I'm losing my mind. What is he doing? What? Dude, there's nothing funnier than a dude who is so clearly fallen from grace.
Do you know where all your states are?
I think so, yeah.
Just out of curiosity, if I were to go, what would you think of me?
You don't give a about certain things, and that you are you're gonna do whatever floats your boat and lines your pockets. You're gonna do whatever floats your boat and lines your pockets. Continue doing propaganda. There's nothing funnier than a dude who is so clearly fallen from grace. When you go, there's gonna be so much drama because like all the Gamba Andes are gonna be like, it only comes across like I'm preaching because people are so conditioned into being vicious under the treacherous conditions that we are subjected to under capitalism. There's nothing funnier than propaganda. A dude who is so clearly fallen from grace.
You're a fraud.
Welcome to Glitch Poachers. If you're not familiar with the recent controversy, streamer Mizkif was recently invited to Saudi Arabia along with some other streamers to do what they thought was a charity event. Since then, Mizkif has pulled out of the event after talking to Hasan about it. Now, here at Glitch Poachers, we don't care about the politics of Saudi Arabia or even the decision that Mizkif ultimately made. What we're here to talk about is Hasan's aggressive, arrogant, mansplaining behavior. The first thing I would like to focus on is Hasan's doublespeak. On one hand, Hasan says he doesn't really care what decision Mizkif ultimately makes.
I wasn't trying to get you to... look, I'm just giving you the information. You do whatever you want.
On the other hand, Hasan implies that if Mizkif goes to Saudi Arabia, he's supporting one of the biggest humanitarian disasters of our time.
They've been bombing Yemen endlessly. There is a artificially man-made famine happening in Yemen as a consequence of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia's actions in Yemen.
Okay, wait.
I'm actually surprised at how well Mizkif handled this situation. Even with him knowing that cancellation is on the table, he didn't let Hasan completely walk all over him. He had Hasan take that geography quiz after acting like a know-it-all. He didn't let Hasan interrupt him when Hasan went for the 3-hit combo. Pointed out that Hasan was ignoring him in favor of making a bad political joke.
Is like, all the...
And, well, this isn't really Mizkif standing up for himself, but it was pretty hilarious. He called AOC AOE, and then he called her area of effect.
And I always mistake her for the AOE girl you bring on stream. The area effect girl, yeah, I don't know.
Which I think is a million times better than AOC. Funny how Hasan gave Mizkif so much lip over not knowing who she was when he doesn't even know where Tennessee is.
Bro, you clicked on Tennessee already. You're a garbage, dude. You're a fraud.
Not to mention Hasan straight up lies about knowing his states before the fact.
Do you know where all your states are?
I think so, yeah.
For anybody else, this could be seen as just a small white lie, but this is somebody who advocates for propaganda. Hasan is not your friend, and he's willing to talk anybody out of a sponsorship as long as it serves him. So for Hasan's audience, this is him saving Mizkif from a cancellation and a bad moral decision. But from Hasan's perspective, this is just more propaganda he can sell. On top of the doublespeak, negging, and lying, Hasan also contradicts himself. When Hasan tells Mizkif that Saudi Arabia is just too corrupt to go to, he also mentions that the US is more corrupt.
The country that we live in is brutal, probably the most brutal.
So, by Hasan's standards, because he's an American millionaire who pays taxes, he's essentially a warlord. Also, when the brutality of America is brought up and Mizkif mentions they should just move to Canada, that goes completely over Hasan's head somehow.
What?
We should just go to Canada.
What do you mean? What?
When he finally realizes what Mizkif means, he digs himself further into his contradiction.
Wait till they find out what, the similar crimes that Canada has also engaged in.
By implying that Canada is just as bad as the US and Saudi Arabia. Okay, how about this, Hasan? We find you an island that has no population, no infrastructure, and therefore no corruption. And thankfully, for the rest of us, that means no internet. It sounds like a real win-win to me, because we wouldn't want any streamers profiting from a corrupt system, right? Imagine if somebody's entire stream was just watching Jordan Peterson and eating in front of people. Maybe some time on that island would do Hasan some good. He would be able to clear his head from all of the social media nonsense that he's picked up and regurgitated over the years. Who knows, he might be able to change and grow from such an experience. He might just start using intellect and charisma to communicate his points instead of fear, although I doubt it. Shout out to the best subscriber squad on all of YouTube. I hope everybody has a wonderful day.
That's not my problem. It's yours.